Shawn Ray here for Muscle Fitness and Flex with the Shawn Ray Report. Over the weekend, 4th of July, out in Chicago, we had the Wings of Strength competition where we crowned a 212-pound champion by the name of Lloyd Dollar. Dollar Bill out of Florida, Orlando. This guy came in ripe and peeled. He was training for this competition for some time. We watched his progress a little bit on Facebook and on Instagram. But Dollar Bill has been at this for a very long time. I got to give him mad props. It was a tough lineup. The 212 is one of the tougher divisions, but he's going to find his way to Las Vegas to compete in the 212 Olympia Showdown. Now, that competition is wide open. We don't have the defending reigning champion by the form of James Flex Lewis, who held on to that title for like 7 straight years. So Dollar Bill is going to be on the way there, Lloyd, to try to take that title. And on the men's open side, Michael Lockett found his way back into the winner's circle in the Open Men's Bodybuilding Championships, did just enough to win, and he's going to find his way to that Mr. Olympia lineup, which is just increasing. We've got another opportunity to add to that, by the way, at the Wings of Strength Tampa Pro Championships coming up the first week of August. So there's only one more Olympia qualifier on tap, and the Olympia lineup is now going to be pretty much locked and loaded. We do know that Olympia lineup will always include 2008 Mr. Olympia Dexter Jackson. He's got a lifetime invitation because he won the Mr. Olympia. He's going back to Tampa to try to add that title to his collection. That leaves the door open. Does the IFBB Pro League allow the second place finalist to then go to the Mr. Olympia, since we know that if Dexter is already going, being a former champion, and more than likely the front runner to win in Tampa, Florida, should the second place guy go? Or is he denied because they've already got a qualified champion in the form of Dexter Jackson? I just have to assume on paper Dexter wins in Tampa, but anything is possible. But let's just say that he does. He's already got that invitation. So I personally believe they should have the second place guy go. Otherwise, what's the point in doing the show? That being said, and Dexter's no pushover. I've seen him online, and he's really proud of his age and his gray beard that he's sporting, training with Charles Glass out there in Santa Monica doing the business of bodybuilding. And also over the weekend, we had the Universe Championships promoted by Steve Weinberger. That was taking place out in New York. I don't have the results of those champions out there, but I do know that that is one big competition with tons of heavy hitters competing in that contest. As the NPC continues to churn its way through the month of July, remember we do have the USA Championships coming up in Las Vegas at the end of the month. We also have the Fit Expo out in San Jose taking place the same exact weekend. I'll be out there hosting that seminar for some of the other heavy hitters, such as Chris Bumstead, Ashley Caldwell will be there, Chris Cormier. We'll be catching up with Chris Dim, a former USA champion confined to a wheelchair, was paralyzed after he had some issues with his heart. He'll be there. We're going to talk about that. 5-time Natural Universe champion in the NPC, Skip LaCour. He'll be there to talk about life after 50. He's a trainer. He helps motivate people and a motivational speaker. You've probably seen him online or on his YouTube channel. A lot's going on there. Jay Cutler will be there. Also, I'll catch up with Hani Rambad. It's significant because Hani Rambad had a slew of Olympia winners in his camp, including 7-time Mr. Olympia Phil Heath, who is already on record as saying he's not competing this year. But let's find out what went wrong from the pro creator. No one's actually talked to Hani Rambad about Phil Heath. Is he delusional to think that Phil Heath should have won last year's championships? I'm going to find out. I'm going to be doing a Q&A with him that weekend, which is the weekend of July the 27th and 28th in San Jose. We're going to find out what went wrong in the Phil Heath camp from the Phil Heath trainer himself, Hani Rambad. Should be some interesting material. I'll make sure that we get it back here to Muscle Fitness and Flex and get it uploaded online. So those are some things that we're looking for in the next coming weeks here in the month of July, where summer has officially started. I'm out here in Southern California. The sun is out. It's hot. It's warm. People are starting to get amped up. I believe we're about 10 weeks away from the upcoming Mr. Olympia weekend. And, of course, make sure you stay tuned to Muscle Fitness Online. And, of course, get your Mr. Olympia tickets right now at www.mrolympia.com.